Hello YouTube and welcome to an E3, like what's happened pretty much series. Uh Basically this is most probably going to be a 6-part series. Ignore that. We're all actually all going to do each one because it's all happened now. We're going to all do it in one episode, I think. Now, what we have to look at first is Microsoft. Now, Microsoft came out fighting. I'm not going to give too much away of Sony's, so I'm basically going to start off by saying, basically they went for Halo 5 Guardians, single player demo, but they only showed Loki, I think that's how you pronounce it, and basically how what his team is, etc. But it didn't give too much away, which I quite liked. It didn't give away the story, so there's no point, but it kind of gave you an insight of what's going to happen. I think Halo 5 looks very, very good and could be a blockbuster title, really could. Then they moved on to the Halo 5 multiplayer, Warzone. Now whoever made this is brilliant. Having a campaign in multiplayer gives that a bit more of a structure. I'm not saying without a structure a multiplayer game is not good, but it's not. And with the exception of Titanfall, because it's got the campaign, but it gives that bit more of a structure, but anything can kind of happen, basically. And it looks awesome to see this, and it's brilliant to see a multiplayer kind of campaign mode, other than obviously what's in Titanfall. But then we need to move on to the next announcement. It was Recore. I don't know what to think about this because this was a CGI trailer, so I can't really give you a good impression on this. It does look good. It looks pretty stunning, but as I said, it was a CGI trailer, so it doesn't mean anything. But it does look very, very good, and it's made by the makers of Metroid Prime, which kind of shocked me a little bit. I think it could be a blockbuster title, it really could. If used correctly, it could be a very blockbuster title. Then, after that, Phil Spencer came on stage to announce one of the hugest requested, or the biggest requested, as they were saying, features. By holiday, as the Americans call it, or as we call it, near Christmas time, 2015, you'll be able to play select Xbox 360 games on your Xbox One. There's 100 that's going to be out at that time, and if you've owned them on a 360, you can get them, but you won't be charged for the games you already own, basically. I will admit they should have made that a bit more clearer, I think. Like saying you won't get charged for the games you already own. Maybe I missed that bit, I don't know. But I think they should have made that a bit clearer, but it's a huge idea that you will be able to have the 360 dashboard bit, whatever you want to call it, and then all of a sudden you click. I don't know how you get back to the Xbox One, but you just click it and it goes back to the Xbox One. A brilliant idea, and I said when the thing came out, they had something they was hiding. They wasn't saying something, and apparently there is an emulator in the Xbox One for the 360. That's why you can put your discs in, etc. It's very good that they've done this, and it does compete with Sony quite a lot. I admit it's very, very good move by Xbox. Now we go on to the next announcement, which was the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller. I don't know what to say about it. It looks very good. I've got to admit, it looks very, very good to see that you can basically be able to get such a controller with the pads and stuff like that. I know there's scuff gaming, but for that price of what that controller is, it does look very good, and I'm tempted to pick one up. Another very good move on Microsoft's part. Then, and I'm probably going to butcher the announcement of this, but Bethesda came to the stage to show more Fallout. And then they announced huge news that mods created on PC will be able to be transferred and shared and played on Xbox One. Now, I won't give away well, I will give away, but they have said by the looks of things it will happen for PS4 as well. Again, a very good. I think they need to do more games though. Like now Elder Scrolls Online, like a few map mods or something like that. Like Minecraft, the amount of money you could probably gain, or even if you just don't cost for the mods, the amount you like could gain of people playing the game. Even there's probably a big uh, install base or player player base of it anyway. But the amount of extra player base you could get from PC, etc., it would be huge. Um, Now then, Peter Moore came to the stage and announced that EA Access would not cost anything for the week of E3. Uh, and he then reviewed Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. It does look very good, I gotta admit. I have played the first one. Yeah, I reckon it could be very, very good, I gotta be honest. It's like, it's hard to explain that one, I've gotta admit, it really is. I'll move on to the next one, which was Forza 6. Now, this looks very, very good, I gotta admit. Very like stunning as the article I'm reading now to make sure I get every like announcement. Uh, it does look very stunning. I think it could be a blockbuster game, I gotta be honest. And it was a very, very good move on Microsoft to show that. And then there was Dark Souls 3 announcement. There was no gameplay, so I can't really tell you much about that. But it's obviously going to be on the Xbox One, the PS4, and the PC. And then another trailer showed, which was the first Windows 10 and Xbox One exclusive, which was gigantic. It does look very good. It's fast-paced action as well, and it could be a hit game. I've got to be honest, it could be a very hit game. I haven't got much more really to say on that, but it's unique as well. It's a unique like selling point, especially for people that want to upgrade to Windows 10. It's a unique selling point for them. And then 2 seconds, guys. I just need to let Go Crazy know that I'm recording. Then obviously there was the Xbox ID independent developers montage. And one of them was I'm just gonna say what these were. I'm not gonna go over them. There was Takuma, I think that is. Ashen, Beyond Eyes, Cuphead, and Ion. I think it was. And then there was Rise of the Tomb Raider. This looked brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. All I can say on it. It's like for the graphics in it is brilliant, and I gotta admit, and like the story looks quite good. It looks like you could like be very engrossed in that. See what I'm saying? And then it was a rare replay. I know I'm slightly just like, skimming over this, guys, but I'm just so I can get everything into this video about E3. Then there was the rare replay, which was an awesome move on Microsoft's part again, getting like Banjo and Kazooie, Cameo, Killer Instinct, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Viva Pinata, Perfect Dark, all in one. Over like 30 games altogether for $30. I don't know what that is in pounds. I'll actually check for you guys. It's £19 basically in pounds. And then Rare showed after that there was the new Sea of Thieves. I think I pronounced that right. E3 announced trailer, which was very, very good. All it really showed though is it's a pirate-based adventure with sea and ship battles, but there wasn't a lot to see, I've got to admit. So again, I can't really give a verdict on that. And then obviously Fable Legends was shown, which is PC and Xbox One allowing to play together. If you don't know, that's like an adventure type game they're doing that's not going to cost anything. It's going to be free to play. And obviously there's a trailer for that. Then they mentioned Valve VR, that they are doing a partnership with them, and obviously their Oculus partnership. And there was HoloLens, which this was brilliant. Like, it literally, if I remember, it lifted the world up. That was brilliant how that was. And like how he moved it from the screen to the table and everything. It was very, very good, I gotta admit. And like how he could play with the other players, etc. On like different, like the tablet, the Windows tablet, etc. And then there was Gears of War 4 and the Ultimate Edition that was remastered. There's not really much to say about Gears of War 4 was CGI, but it looks it looked good. I've never really played properly a Gears of War game, so I can't really call that, if you see what I'm saying. It's not that I don't want to, it looks very good from my perspective, but I don't know a lot about the series. I think I've played one, and I only done one mission on the Xbox 360. So I cannot really call that one. I don't want to like say, well, no, it looks brilliant, stunning. It's going to be the best game of the year next year, and it isn't, because I don't know, or if it is, it isn't. You get the point, vice versa. I just don't want to call the wrong thing for it, pretty much, because I pretty much haven't played Gears of War. And that was it really for the Microsoft conference. Now there is more Microsoft news in the PC conference that we will talk about. I've got to admit, very action-packed. I will try and leave a link in the description to the page I used to make sure I get every like thing pretty much. They also, before I forget, announced a preview, like early access style for the Xbox. I do apologise, I nearly forgot that. And basically, Elite Dangerous, Daisy, The Long Dark, and I think there was another one was mentioned, and you can try them for free. Nothing. See if you like it. Elite Dangerous and The Long Dark arrived obviously on the day this was done. Not the day that I've recorded this, the day basically the live stream was. Bearing in mind that is American time, so Daisy is a huge one that they've announced that. Obviously, I don't think you'll see that yet. Mind, I could be wrong. And I think I'm just gonna double check that I've not missed anything. Let me just check. Very exclusive. HoloLens. Check that I haven't missed anything. I don't think I have, guys. I'll be honest. So now we're going to move on to Sony's conference. Also, I did miss something. Rainbow Six Siege was mentioned, and the original games will come for nothing if you've already owned them on the 360. And the Division was as well, before I forget to say that, and the Xbox Ones get first access to the beta. Now, I'm not going to give away too much before I start talking about the Sony one, but notice there was no Call of Duty Black Ops 3. That's all I'm going to say until I start with the Sony one. And basically we're going to do the consoles first, then the PC, then the publishers, developers, whatever you want to call it. So, now I do need to find, I'm just going to bookmark this, so I do have it, so I can link it in the description. And I shall find Sony's for you guys. Give me a minute. I've just got to find it on the watch PlayStation conference again. And also they did announce, don't think this was in the conference, this was a bit later, that Xbox One is getting a redesigned dashboard. From what I've seen, it looks very good. I've got to be honest. It does look very, very good. I've got to be honest with that. I'm just trying to find. Give me a minute, guys. The PlayStation Roundup. There it is. Right. So Sony kicked things off and started with a bang, literally. And how dodgy that actually sounded, but they pretty much went full pelt, put all the cards on the table. Now, they started off with The Last Guardian. Now, if you don't know, The Last Guardian had been in development for PlayStation 3, and I'm actually going to try and check how many years it's been for. I think it was 2007. I will just double check that for you guys, just so I can make sure. I should have really prepared a little bit more for this. But I will just double check because I want to make sure I get it. Yes, it's been in development since 2007, so it's nearly been in development. It's one of the longest games in development that will actually, that basically will actually be released, because it was, development started in 2007, and it's formally announced in 2009, planned for a 2011 release for the PlayStation 3 console, as this is saying. But it suffered numerous delays. It is speculated, obviously one of them is departure of a full-time employee of Sony. I think Yuda, I think that is. But he does remain as a consultant. And basically, it was, I think I remember reading somewhere, it was speculated that some of the complications was because of the architecture of the PlayStation 3, which I will not go into details in this video. But basically, it's pretty much took about 9 years for it to be released. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just gonna message Feel Crazy quickly because he's asking me a question. Oh, I want to do that captures. Recording video. Right. I will actually turn off notifications, as I call it. There we go. So it doesn't let me just stop flashing. There we go. Right. So basically, they said 2016 by the looks of things it will release. And again, I am going to try and go through all of them, and I'm going to try and go as best as I possibly can through all of them. Now, next they announced Guerrilla Games, who, if you don't know, made Killzone, pretty much new IP, which is Horizon Zero Dawn. There is no date for it, but it is a PS4 exclusive. It's basically robotic dinosaurs and plenty of exploration, as this is saying. Just so I make sure I get it pretty much spot on if I can. It's going to be open world by the looks of things. It does look very good. I gotta admit. It does look, graphically it looks good, and gameplay wise it does look good. And next they talked about the Hitman reboot. That will obviously, they didn't give away horrendous amounts, but that will basically get exclusive beta on and other exclusive content on the PS4. That will. My impression is it did look very good graphically again, but they didn't give away a lot, so I can't call that again. I've never really played a Hitman game again, so I can't really say how it looks and compares to the other games. I'm just going to check how long has it been on? 18. Okay. So next they talked about No Man's Sky. It does look very good, and they showed some gameplay about it. It does look, as this art's incredible. It does look. Now, I didn't actually get to watch the Sony conference. I had to watch it on repeat. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying what the article pretty much says. So because some bits I did end up missing. And next they talked about Death Gambit, which is making its debut on PS4. There's not a lot of info on it, but it looks like it's like an old school kind of game. You see what I'm saying? I think it's fighting game. I know I'm going through this quite quickly, and I apologise a bit there, guys. Then they announced, I think it was their next Media Molecule's new game, Dreams. Again, this is pretty vague from what I saw. I don't think I actually saw this bit. I've got to be honest. So I can't say much on that either. Then they did show some Street Fighter 5, which is getting a beta exclusively to PS4, and it is a PS4 and PC exclusive game. My impression is it looks brilliant. It was a brilliant move on Sony to keep exclusive console, the console exclusive. Let me try again. to keep Street Fighter 5 a console exclusive on PS4, but they still have it on PC, so like they don't like restrict the game. So if let's say like I have a PC and a PS4, if I bought it on my PC and I thought, well, I like that game, I could buy it on my PS4 as well. Um, Next, this is another 2 bits, I think. But this was Destiny, The Taken King. I think it's a DLC. Not 100% sure. So I think by the looks of it, it is a DLC. I don't know much about that, so again, I do own Destiny, and I do have the season pass, so I might actually reinstall that, but again, I can't really call that, and I apologise that there will be gaps that I can't talk about horrendously in these videos. I do apologise, or this video even. I do apologise about that. Next, they talked about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Basically, the main bits of this was it's got exclusive content for on PS4, and obviously there was a trailer about it in pretty much different bits of how it works. And then finally, the PS Vita actually got an appearance of 2 in this whole conference. As you can imagine, I'm quite excited that it actually did. Then they talked about a game called World of Final Fantasy. Apparently it's something new as a smaller Final Fantasy character comes to a new world. Final Fantasy, which it does say will come exclusive to PS4, but apparently, I am just going to verify this to see if I'm got excited, as I would say. Give me a minute, guys. My apologies. Next time, if we do a video like this, I will get fully covered. I will get tabs open and ready for you guys. Oh, that's not how it's supposed to be. And of course. I don't think there actually is one yet. I haven't actually made one, but I'm positive it was PS Vita as well, if I remember right. I will try before I upload this video to verify that, if I can. And I will put, right about now, we'll try and put a little thing, I'm trying to think what it was called, caption type thing saying yes it is or no it isn't. So I will just try and just double check, but I can't afford, no, I can't see anything. Right, so again, my apologies about that, guys, but I'm positive it was a PS Vita and PS4. But I think it's first on PS4, I think, from what I've seen. But then they moved on to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Played first on PS4. That was a brilliant idea. They've basically, just how they managed to remake it. The trailer does look very good. I think it was a CGI though, but it still does look very, very good. Obviously, it does look very good. I'm glad they remake the game because I do have it on the PC, and obviously they will have the option to play the original on the PS4 by the looks of things, and the remake. So that is a plus, really. Very, very smart move on Sony's part. Very smart move. Now, next they talked about a couple of games. I think these are indie ones, though. So I will just, yes, I think so. They talked about Firewatch, which I actually didn't see, so I can't really help you there, guys. I think these are indies, though. Dreams. They also talked about Ronin on Vita and PS4. Not even going to attempt to pronounce it. I think it's Etia on PS4. Mother Russia Bleeds on PS4 and Crossing Souls on PS4 and PS Vita. All console debut games for Sony systems. Systems. And then the biggest shock, I would say, of E3 happened. Now, for you guys that don't know, I'm going to try and find this, but now for you guys that don't know, as I just said, uh, basically the creator of a game called Shenmue, it was originally on the Dreamcast and the original Xbox. Basically, the maker tweeted, he did, I can't remember what account it was. I can't remember, I think it was his official. Basically, he tweeted about, I think, what was it? I think it was if I remember right, sorry about this. Oh, what was it? I think it was, I'm going to remember in a minute. Forklift, that was the word I was looking for. It was a forklift, but I think it had something on it. It was to do with the Shenmue series, or it was in a place where, like, the Shenmue series was pretty much happened. And everyone said, "Oh no, no, they're not gonna release Shenmue 3. It's just trolling. It's not gonna happen." Then Sony came on stage saying, "Well, hold on a minute. Uh, we've now I think it was something like because I watched this bit. I think it was something like, what was it? It was something like, if I remember right. This is a game that's a fan favorite. It's been and here it is, Shenmue 3, and that's a Kickstarter. And the reaction was gobsmacked. Basically, they put it on Kickstarter about a couple of minutes after, and within 20 minutes it reached 300,000 or 300 grand worth of dollars. Or if you want to be smart, 300k of dollars. And basically, they said it will release on PS4 and PC. If the Kickstarter got funded, which it did, and it actually broke Kickstarter apparently. With whether that was because it was so much of a, probably was because so much of like the servers, how many people probably would have gone on it, and etc. The servers, like the pressure how the servers had to handle. And basically it reached its reward of 2 million within 9 hours, and I think it was one of the fastest games to get kickstarted ever on Kickstarter. Not the biggest amount. That I think is Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen. One of the two. I'm sure it's Star Citizen, but I could be wrong. Apologies if I am wrong. And basically, they had the rewards for it. You basically, same as usual. You put it up. You needed 2 million, and then you like get the point. If you get so much money, you can we'll be able to put that in, then we'll be able to put that in, we'll be able to put that in. I was very happy to see this. And I am a Dreamcast fan. I never really owned a Dreamcast, but from researching it and watching games that was on the Dreamcast, it was a very good system. And basically, after 14 years, he managed to actually get it, pretty much try and get it done. They have said at the moment they're only planning development for PC and PS4. If you're wondering, I will just go over this bit. Other platforms have not yet been decided, and that includes Xbox, Linux, Mac, and Wii U. There won't be a physical copy of Kickstarter for the PS4. It's not with Sega technically, because they've given the rights to use the Shenmue 3 license to the developer, and obviously they can't comment on whether they'll be able to do a Shenmue 1 and 2 HD version. That was very impressive by Sony. It shocked a lot of people. I remember watching someone that I'm subscribed to, Adam Corley, I think it is. Apologies if I've butchered that pronunciation. And basically, he went nuts on the camera. He's a big Shenmue fan. Shout out to you as well, mate. Yeah, it was pretty a shock, if you know what I'm saying. A console exclusive for it that everyone wanted, and finally it's happened. But now it's official by the looks of things. Unless something goes terribly wrong, it's gonna happen after 14 years. Um, Now, then they went on to Batman Arkham Knight, and they showed a demo of it. Uh, and basically, obviously, I think they said it was exclusive and stuff like that, exclusive stuff for it. Then they was talking about titles for Project Morpheus, which is Sony's VR headset, Eve Valkyrie, the Deepen Rigs, and a new Gorilla Cambridge esports title for the headset. They then talked a bit about PlayStation View, which is their TV thing, and then one of the big ones, like Call of Duty, will now have exclusive content and content first on PS4 or PlayStation. Let me rephrase that because it's now PS4 and PS3. So that is good news. In some perspectives, it's a bit sad for the Xbox people, but what you got to remember, and I don't mean this offensively, guys. I've owned a 360. I've played the original Xbox, and I own an Xbox One, as you know, and I own a Windows 8.1 laptop to play those Xbox games. And I'm actually thinking about upgrading to Windows 10. And obviously, it's the same for Sony, really, slightly for Nintendo, but not as much. It's good news for once. It's different, pretty much. Sony can first have it. Now, I'm not saying it's all should be. I think personally, in my opinion, but this is my opinion, that it should be developers should go right if they're gonna do exclusive content or they're gonna do DLC first. I think if it's an annual series, they should do like Call of Duty. They should do right. Let's say for example, and we'll go back to Ghosts. So let's say Ghosts was an Xbox One or Xbox DLC first. Then it should have been Advanced Warfare PlayStation first. Then Black Ops 3 like Xbox, or vice versa, if you see what I'm saying, and so on, pretty much. I think should have gone like alternated between the two each year. That's what I'm trying to say. It should have alternated between the two, but that's my opinion. That is, I think it should. But in some perspectives, you got to look at it as if someone sees that like as they class it. I'm not saying it is. It probably isn't anymore, but as they class it one of the biggest franchises, pretty much to have the DLC first on their platform could bring in more like, sales, etc. And then they obviously showed some multiplayer for the game. They then said about exclusive content for Disney Infinity 3.0 for PS4 and PS3. They then talked about Star Wars Battlefront 3, same thing. There was no mention, I don't think, of exclusive content, apparently. And then finally, to wrap up, they talked about Uncharted 4. That was a pretty good conference, I gotta admit. For something that was very, very good. Now we will go on to the Nintendo, and this one's very small. Now, Nintendo's isn't really a conference, it's a digital event, as they class it. And by the way, there has been some more announcements that I will go over. Kerbal Space Program is one of them for PlayStation 4. It's been announced today, I think. It's not going to be a port, they've said, etc. Sony's not going to follow Microsoft's backwards compatibility. Mario Live dated. New Tony Hawk game dated. I will just go over them as best as I possibly can for you guys. Ratchet and Clank footage. Heavy Rain and Beyond 2 Souls. I'm not going to go over them, but you get the point, guys. Now, the Nintendo Digital event, I've got to admit, good. But in my opinion, it was a bit of a disappointment. It was like, as other people were saying, Nintendo did, like, you could tell they was trying, but it was like, why should we bother? That's what it was like. It's, in my opinion, I don't know if other people thought this, but in my opinion, it was like, they thought, why should we bother? The console's already failing. And like, I think, what was it? There was 4 Wii U games announced, and there was about, I think, double that in the conference or digital event, class. I think it was double that of the 3DS. It's like, it made sense, but it didn't. And now I understand the 3DS has got more sales, there's more consoles in home, so there would be more money probably to be earned from that. But if you got like a console that's, I'm not saying it's a bad console, it's a very good console, but if you got a console that's failing, you want to try and get as many games out as possible and as best as possible. And I just don't think Nintendo lived up to that. The usual, like, we're gonna get as many games. And, like, Microsoft, they lived up to it quite a lot. And Sony, I've got to admit, they like, had a swagger to everything. And, like, we're gonna give you that. But, like, Nintendo had the biggest thing to prove, that's what I'm trying to say. And I don't think they did. They did the opposite, I think, prove that it's like, it's like Nintendo's changing. And obviously, the first thing they said, one of the first things was, we're not going to talk about the new NX. I think, now, obviously, I don't know if the NX is even in prototype, whatever they do with it, prototype, is even been concepted properly yet, bar for probably the specs, stuff like that. The specs might not even be finalised yet. Or maybe, like, the design hasn't been finalised. I understand that, but it would have been, even if it was, like, not a lot of information, would have been nice just to see, even if they would have said, well, the NX is going to be, let's say it's going to release obviously next year. It's going to have this base operating system. I'm trying to think what else to say. It's going to have like a new type of controller, even if they didn't show the controller or the console. Just some information would have been nice, even if it was like very small amounts, even if it was like very large amounts. But just some. I understand, yeah. They've got the Wii U. They don't want to look like what Sega did. Like the Saturn failed with Sega, and they went, "Oh, let's get rid of that. Let's go to the Dreamcast." I know. I can understand why they're doing that because people are lose confidence in them. Like people that's then bought the Wii U, if they go, "Well, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, that, it's gonna release then." People's gonna start thinking, "Well, if they're releasing a new console every so often, like 3 years, is there any point?" Um, but as I said, some information would have been nice. Now, they started off with a Star Fox Zero trailer for Wii U, which looked very, very good. Now, I am only going to skim over this and talk a bit more about it. They obviously showed a developer story then for Star Fox. They then talked about Amiibos coming to Skylanders Superchargers, I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, that is, yes, that is it. They also oh, sorry, there's a plane outside. Yeah, right. Sorry, guys, I just wait for that plane to go. Right, sorry about that. There was a helicopter outside, guys, so my apologies. I just trying to just wait for that to go before I started, just in case that would interfere. But anyway, they also mentioned that there's going to be exclusive Nintendo figurines for the Nintendo version, that Twisted their base, and they're becoming an amiibo, Skylanders. That is a good idea, I've got to admit. Um, and they also talked about Mario Maker, and I think a release date was mentioned in the event. Not 100% sure if it was or it was after. Um, Obviously, that was a good idea to announce it, I've got to admit. It was a very good idea. But then they talked about Zelda Triforce Heroes, which is a co-op game for the 3DS. They didn't give horrendous amounts, but they did give some. They also talked about Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is coming in 2016. A new Metroid Prime game they talked about. I'm just going to skim over these a bit. A new Fire Emblem. Uh, Not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Another Fire Emblem thing game. Now, notice the major ones like Zelda, the Metroid Prime, and Fire Emblem Fates, as they're calling it, was all 3DS games. Now, I understand it takes a long time, but if you would have gone, well, the Metroid Prime can be like a Wii U game, would release that for the Wii U. Now, I don't know if they've done it purposely because there's something to do that the 3DS feature that they need that they can't get on the Wii U, which is unlikely, but there could be a feature that they've done that. Why? Or a reason even. It just doesn't make sense. I can understand with Zelda's Triforce Heroes because the original co-op Zelda was on the Game Boy Advance. It was on a handheld game console. So I can understand that one, but like Fire Emblem Fates and etc. It doesn't make sense in my opinion. They also said about another Fire Emblem, but I think that was a Wii U. Not 100% sure. I'm not going to fully call that. They then talked about Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I think is another Wii U game. I'm not 100% sure. Which will release in December. They then talked about a happy home design of Animal Crossing, which is 3DS and was showcasing amiibo cards and these are characters. Um, and then obviously a Wii U Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, I think it's called. Um, they then talked a bit about Yoshi's Woolly World, a new Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, which is basically a Paper Mario style game. Uh, a Mario Tennis for the Wii, which does look great. That one does. I've got to be honest, that does look very good. This does arrive in 2015, the Mario Tennis. Then it was more about Mario Maker, and I think that was it from what I've seen. I've got to admit, there was some good announcements in it. Some of the announcement in it was very disappointing. Like in this, I don't know if this is just on there and they've said more after that, but like Mario Maker, that's one Wii U game. Mario Tennis, Yoshi's Woolly World, Woolly World, sorry. One Animal Crossing game, and I think Xenoblade's one. I'm not 100% sure about Fire Emblem. And the rest of 3DS. There's like, doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Again, that's my opinion. Now we are going to talk about the PC gaming show. I don't know. I might actually end the episode here, guys, because this has gone on for long enough. And obviously, I will talk a bit more. I'm just going to move my mic down a bit more in the next episode. So I will make this a two-part episode, actually. My apologies, guys, for the plan that I was going to have everything in this one. I'm not 100% sure. I might break here and then do a bit more after. But I am going to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.